exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream. Chance I get, you can't change nothing if you don't do that. I pay my taxes even when it hurts. Sometimes I think though it's just getting worse. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday.
How y'all doing, baby? It is Tuesday. It's Tuesday. I am glad it's Tuesday. I'm ready to rock and roll, baby. I'm telling you. Anyway, I hope you're living the American dream, baby. If not, keep trying, baby. It's out there. Anyway, Carol Gillens was the first one to jump in, followed by Richard Phillips and Gary Spring. The remixtress is in the room, baby. I always appreciate that. Debbie Marie is here. Charles Stokel, all the way from Bensalem, Pennsylvania, is here in the room. Right here. All the way from Bensalem. Elena Jars is here. Dorothy Tyndall, hello, baby. Stephanie Dane, get a little jump on Beer and Bud Friday, I see. Well, nothing wrong with a little practice there. You know, you want to have a Beer Bud Friday come along. You really want to make sure you're on top of your game there. So, good for you for practicing. Mark Perkins is here. My brother, Buddy Davis, how are you doing? And if y'all ain't checked it out, but every time I see Buddy's name, I remind y'all, go Google his name, Buddy Davis. You're going to find an amazing artist. Go by there and check out his albums. He's a Grammy-nominated artist, and besides that, a hell of a veteran and a hell of a brother. Anyway, Buddy, glad to always see you in there. Dwayne Dwizzle's here. Tony Fisher is here. Is J.E. Blend. Thank you very much. Hey, there's Iris Giselle. I know she's still rocking that T-shirt. Amanda Elliott is here. Michael Falbister, Diana Mallory, bequeather the gong and secret squirrels, baby. I'm glad we had a little conversation the other day on the Discord, me, you, and Boone's mom. Anyway, BW's here. Jeff Curry, we're doing just fine, buddy. We're glad to see you here. Donald Ware, Spotman. All right. We're hoping your holiday was well, too, brother. Kelly Duncan. Excuse me. Thank you, and good evening to you, too, darling. Let me see here. There she is. Suzanne Jarrett. Hey, darling. How you doing? Hope you're just doing just fine. I know you are. My buddy Greg Talbert, shoulder's doing a lot, buddy. A lot better. I got a cortisone shot in there this morning. It ain't all the way worked in, but it's much improvement over the last 2 nights. I'm hoping to be able to sleep tonight. Let me see. Pat Hunter, Amanda Elliott. Let me see. Emily Westerland, thank you. From Winston-Salem, North Carolina. All right, we got people in North Carolina, baby. We do indeed. That's where the filthy mouth liberal. That's where the filthy mouth liberal lives, North Carolina. I know the guy. Filthy mouth liberal, I'm telling you. Andy Paguda, he lives out that way. Anyway, let me jump on down here and find out where we're at. I am ready to rock and roll. Blue Dot Dusty, a.k.a. Rose. How you doing? My buddy Mitch Goldstein is out there in the room. I appreciate the hell of that. Anyway, oh, look at there. Look at there. Mitch is in the room.
Yeah, don't Google my name.
Don't Google.
That's all I can tell you. No good's going to come of that.
All right. Outstanding, Mitch. I'm always happy to see you in the room, brother. I always am. We'll get to the discussion here. Huh?
I said sorry about your shoulder. I've been having trouble with my shoulder too.
Have you? Man, for the last 2 nights, I have excruciating pain. Just can't sleep. Sit there and cuss at yourself for no reason. And finally, I just went this morning. I got a 8 o'clock appointment, man. I was there. Just, let's get the needle, doc. Let's get it. And sure enough, he gave me a nice, I asked him for a double shot. Could I get a double shot? Give me double up on this, man. Come on, let's go. Nope. But he got it in there good, I believe. I've already got a lot of relief. I'm hoping by tomorrow morning it'll be
I would just do it myself, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But, Mama grabbed the ice pick and the funnel away from me. So I was just, I had no other choice. Anyway, Mitch, thank you.
I think I'll be okay. I was at the chiropractor this morning. This great chiropractor. She's about 4'10".
Really?
She could rip the bumper off a Buick.
Damn.
She's amazingly strong, and she does a great job. Dr. Jillian Helkstein in Monroeville, PA.
Oh, no. Here we go. Gary Spring starting.
You ever need a Kraken and you're in the Pittsburgh area?
Gary Spring up in Canada is trying to start some shit. Playing the game again tonight. Every time you say baby, you got to take a shot. Holy shit. Y'all be drunk before the first few minutes. All right, Mitch, thank you. Let's get Johnny Fly in here. Johnny Fly.
Hey.
How you doing, brother, all the way up in Pennsylvania is well represented in the room tonight.
Well, that's wonderful to hear.
Yes.
And I have to say it, thank goodness so far we're getting a mild spell. I don't know how it is over for Mitch in western Pennsylvania, but I think they said by either Friday or Saturday they want it to be 61 degrees. Can you imagine?
I'm telling you, you're still basking in the warmth that San Antonio put in your heart, buddy. That's what it is.
I'm telling you, you're right.
That's what it is. Texas
what
has
did
a way
you
of
say,
doing
Mitch?
it. It gets into your heart. Next thing you know, it warms you all up. And you emit sunshine, brother. Also from Pennsylvania, Kathy and Keith. Keith, are you with us?
Yes, Kathy and I both are here.
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good.
Did you shut the fan off? Don't be dying in there with no air or some shit. I don't want you burning up in there.
It's slushing ice outside on the road right now. Nobody can stop. Nobody can walk.
Oh, no.
It's miserable out there.
Well, I'm always glad to see y'all in the room. They're the other romantic couple of the Blue Dot family. Kathy and Keith just got done renewing their vows because of romance. That's right. And of course we have the Stephanie Dean J. Clayton romance. I don't know, Keith. He's hard to beat, brother. I mean, this guy's got a guitar on the beach with a rose in his mouth, singing songs. I mean, come on.
My.
Yeah, you can't keep up with this guy. He's all over the place. Candy when he's gone, flowers, pop in the mail to her. I keep telling him he's killing us. You're killing me, brother. I can't keep up with that shit. My wife's over there saying, "Oh, I see Jay got Stephanie some more flowers." Yeah, I seen that.
How was your Christmas, John?
My Christmas was wonderful. It really was. Unfortunately, some of the family had to work. Rose had to work. Tyler had to work on Christmas Day. So basically, it was me, Mom, and Travis here most of the day. But we enjoyed it. We watched some Christmas shows, and we cooked dinner, and then we ate dinner because who's going to wait that late for them people to get home? And
I can't believe, John, that they made them work for Christmas. I never heard.
They're both very dedicated people. If they're asked to work, they're going to. That's the way Rose is. That's the way Tyler is. You know, they
That's
were in a
how I
bind
used
because
to be.
nobody else wanted to work, you know, and in Rose's
Well-
case, she's the manager, so, you know, managers always
Well-
get screwed over.
Well, if that's retail, that's understandable. But even in retail,
Well, Tyler works retail, and Rose, she works at a rehab hospital. So
Yeah.
yeah, she's the manager of the kitchen. When she
But
says
the
she's making
retail-
turkey dinner, she's talking about a lot of freaking turkeys. So
Wow. Well, retail business, my last night was always like Christmas Eve. We could go in, maybe work for a few hours, and then we were done. But,
cool.
you know, wow. Manufacturing, too. Well, we had to work like our full shift on Christmas Eve, but that was it. Then we're done. Or the day before Christmas Eve.
Well, we're done
But
with
then
it
we
now.
get a whole week off.
We're moving on to New Year's, baby. Hey, there's
So
another
this
drink.
shoulder problem, this shoulder problem that you had, John,
Excuse me.
is that the shoulder you're going to get operated on?
Well, it's going to end up being both of them. I don't think I want to do both at the same time. That
Oh,
would just
no.
not be feasible for, you know.
How are they going to do the surgery, John?
I haven't gotten to that step. The doctor that I saw today was not my normal doctor. My doctor is the lead doctor, Dr. Carroll here in Corpus. He's a fine doctor. He runs a teaching clinic. They had just built it. It's a brand new clinic, up to the times. Everything's electronic. I love it. But there's a lot of doctors that do their internship at the hospital, so they also work there, and so we see a lot of new up and coming doctors in there. My doctor is the most senior doctor there. But today I had a doctor I had never seen before, but he wasn't no new doctor. He older gentleman, real good, nice bedside manner, had a good feel for the needle, I guess, because he did a good job. And yeah. So next time I make an appointment, I'll see my doctor, Dr. Carroll, and then we'll start discussing ransom and shit like that. I don't like going in the freaking hospital. If they can come here to my house and just, let's do this, bring your saw, bring whatever, let's go, I'd be fine. I'd be fine.
When I got mine done, John, they
Yeah.
did it arthroscopically. Only had like 2 little holes in my shoulder.
Yeah?
When it went in, and I was outpatient for me.
Really?
Yes.
They didn't put a new shoulder in you. They just went in there and scraped around and right?
They cleaned it up.
Yeah. How did
Basically,
that
what you-
work?
I haven't had any problem with it since.
Really? All right, here's my dilemma, because we have a split opinion in this family, because a lot of people are talking. And some people say, get the surgery, it's the best thing you're ever going to do. And others are telling me, yeah, do the surgery, but get ready for the pain ain't going to go away, and lots of rehab and all this. I don't know.
I didn't have to go through lots of rehab. I had a couple days of
Well, I'm going to discuss that with my doctor. If we can get away with scraping it or whatever they
I had a
do,
couple days of
go in
physical
there
therapy.
with a Dremel tool, shape it up a little bit. Hell, that's what I'd do. Hunk of metal, I'd just shave off the rough stuff.
Hey, I don't mean to be a party pooper, but I'm
Oh.
actually going to have to head out because we're going to have our dinner. I'm just going to stay here quiet, and I'll jump back in a little bit.
All right, please do if you can, Mitch. I'd love to have you.
All right. Well,
All right, brother, we love you.
Enjoy your meal.
And that is the famous Mitch Goldstein up in Pennsylvania, who's running for Senate, I understand. That's what I heard. Anyway, I am ready to rock and roll, baby. You know what? I'm gonna let you know what I'm thinking about, because I've noticed that Donnie has he's thrown a few people under the bus, baby, because if you notice, Donnie's been coming out here lately, encouraging people to get vaccinated, admitting that he's been vaccinated, that he's had the booster. Remember, he got booed at his little soiree there with Bill O'Reilly. And anyway, he's pushing it now. he's coming out with pro-vaccination here, and it's creating a situation that because this whole time Donnie was the epitome of the supposedly anti-vaxxer. We don't need no stinking vaccine. We got freedom and all this other bullshit. He started all of that, and now he's turning. The problem is that you have congressmen and senators and governors all across this country who, in attempt to kiss Donnie's ass, have gone completely anti-vax, we're not doing nothing out here. We're freedom will cure us. He's put them in a bind, baby. And you're going to have to start seeing a lot of these governors, especially, kind of trying to take a sidestep somehow.
Well, John,
yeah,
I'd love to know, what is his ulterior motive? Does he want to have now be on the winning side? Like, well, if he decides to run again, well, look, I'm for the vaccine now. He's up to something, I think.
He's up to something. He's up to something. What I'm concerned about, or what I'm looking to see what happens, is this speech that he's going to give on January 6th. Now, there are several different options this thing can have. But, you like to think that somebody with a brain is talking to him, because if you listen to, like Steve Bannon, listen to what that man is saying, hold on to your britches. I'll quote Steve Bannon. When Donald Trump becomes president in 2024, if not before, well, we're just going to and blah, blah. What do you mean, back up the fucking bus? If not before. Kiss my ass, Steve Bannon, you disgusting traitor to your country. You're in the same class as Mike Flynn, two ex-military people that lost their way and have turned traitor. Anyway, Donnie is losing conservatives, not maggots, not the diehards. He's got them locked down with the racist issue and the homophobic issue and the transgender and the critical race theory and just lords and lots of boo over there on that side. But he's losing the conservatives, and he's going to have to do something. So if he decides to run in 2024, he's got to start bringing a little moderation back to tempt those people that have left the fold because he's such a jackass. I don't think he's going to get them back. Maybe a few, but not enough, I don't think, to make a difference. But again, with the electoral map, it's not about who has the most. It's where do they live.
Yeah.
So 2022 is going to be tough, baby. But I like to say, I'm ready to rock and roll. We have ammunition. We have we are on higher ground.
Well, John, you better tell CNN that, because again this afternoon they said, that the House could be lost by the Republicans, and if so, so-and-so, this is what. I'm either going to email them or I'm going to send them a letter. I'm getting sick and tired of this shit.
Well, they play it up. They play it up like it's an inevitable. That's what they're insinuating. Yeah. That's what CNN's doing. Look at here. I'm just raising the question here. It looks like the Republicans are going to take the House in 2022. We don't know, but we're just telling you what we think, everybody's. No, kiss my ass. I'm tired. I'm like you. I'm tired of that attitude coming from CNN. Doesn't sound fair and balanced to me. Or it does sound fair and balanced, whatever way you want to look at that. I don't know, man. It's not up to CNN. It's not up to any other news. It's not up to Fox. It's up to us, baby.
Did you see too something about Biden? Something with the January 6th committee. He didn't listen to their request for something. The committee wants something. It just broke late this evening.
Well,
and the committee wants some items, and Biden said no, because it's irrelevant. So I don't know what that's all about.
Huh. Yeah.
But that's the first time he did that. So maybe it is irrelevant, or maybe there's stuff there that would actually involve other stuff that's top secret. But the way they said it, Joe Biden thinks that it's irrelevant, it's trivial, it doesn't pertain to Donnie.
I don't know what it is that you're talking about. If the January 6th committee wants something right now, I'm tempted to give it to him. What do you got to hide?
Yeah, but
let's go. Rock and roll.
Biden usually works with them on this, but
well,
you know,
I don't know the subject matter of what you're talking about. I'd have to know that of what he's talking about.
Well, they didn't specify what it was. They just said that the committee wanted something from Trump or something, you know, some information, because I think only Biden could release it as far as executive privilege. And he said no. I think it was either one or two items. I didn't catch all of it, but they didn't specify what it was. They just said, he said basically no to the committee on that because it's irrelevant. It's trivial, in other words.
Yeah. I'm not familiar with what it is, but I do know that he's not pulling executive privilege for all the articles coming out of the archives, which, how long is the Supreme Court going to take that to decide? That's the big question right now. Let me call out and give a thank you to Diana Mallory, who quotes words of wisdom. Bequeather of the Gong has said, do one shoulder at a time unless you have someone willing to wipe your bum. That's the second time today that question has come up, Diana Mallory. Thank you very much, baby. We appreciate you so much. If you ever had really bad shoulder problems and you go to the doctor's liable to ask you, are you having trouble wiping after you go to the bathroom? You think? Yeah. It's, take your arm right now and put yourself through that motion. And if you have bad shoulders, that's not a good feeling, baby. But it's a job that has to be done. So, you endure the pain to get the job done. Anyway.
Well, just use the other hand, John.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to at some point, but, I'd rather go through for efficiency and endure the pain a little bit than go with the inefficient one. Anyway, we don't want to get into that. Be spreading shit all over the place. Anyway. I'm in that mood. After I heard that story today about Donnie getting on the bandwagon, and it spawned when I seen some, because they asked, I think it was a Republican governor, Bob, what do you think of this? Looks like he's coming around to the vaccine. And he stumbled through, so, well, of course it's a good thing. I've always said it was a good. No, you didn't, you asshole. I was listening to the radio and I didn't. Lord have mercy. Boy, out of shit.
It'll come to you.
Yeah, I had a thought in my head. It went right out.
Hate it when that happens.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
That's starting to happen to me too a little bit.
Yeah.
I think what you have is contagious. It's rubbing off on me, John.
Oh Lord, you better hope not. Your shoulder's going to start killing you pretty soon. Then.
No, I don't want that. Not the shoulder. I mean the brain. The brain parts.
Yeah. Yeah, they say there's 3 signs of old age, and one of them's losing your memory, and fuck, I don't know. I can't remember.
Well,
the
you
other
take
2.
that Prevagen. That's what they say.
Oh, is that what it is? I see them commercials up there. Take this pill and you can start remembering.
There you go, John.
I got too much shit in my head. That's why. I got a Rolodex up there that is just stuffed full, buddy. I mean, just sometimes it just goes flying by where I wanted to stop, and it pays no attention to you. Anyway, I'm getting ready for the new year. I was talking to Travis today. Travis, I was talking to you today, and yep. I'm thinking January 1st. We
conversed.
Huh?
I said, yeah, we conversed.
Yes, we conversed today about we want to do some revamping here, and I'm going to have to shut down for a few days. So we're thinking that on January 1st we could do it. We might do a live New Year's Eve for New York when it's New Year's in New York. We could do live. Anyway, after that, I think we'll shut it down for hopefully not more than a week, and to do some serious revamping. And yeah, they agree.
Yeah, we need to do some serious work in the studio. It's not ideal to work in, and we can do things a lot better. So we may as well start off the new year with a new, studio.
With a new studio. Yeah. Something breathtakingly beautiful. Dancing girls over there in the corner. A full band over here. No, that ain't happening. Anyway.
Wow, you don't think big, do you, John?
Wow, but I was thinking, we could have a live band, sort of like, Stephen Colbert or.
Well, you know what? Travis plays guitar, right? Doesn't he? I see him with a guitar. There you go. There's a studio.
You're not gonna ever get me playing live on the internet, Jen. I'm just getting you.
I don't know why he plays worth listening to. Travis plays the guitar worth listening to. He really is.
I appreciate
he's pretty
that,
damn good. No, you're pretty damn good.
I appreciate that, but I play music for very few people have ever heard me play, and that's only because music to me is just a thing I go to for me. I don't perform for anybody.
Rose is the same way. She plays an ocarina from like a master, and but you can see her on the internet. Well, you can't see her, but you can see her playing the. How does that work? You could see her on YouTube. What was that that she just did with a large other group, all remotely? But that was a pretty neat video.
Yeah, she does collaborations and stuff with other people throughout the world. It's pretty nice.
It is, yeah.
Back in high school, I played the clarinet, and then a few years back, I guess it was back in the 80s, I played the church organ, but I was by ear. I found out,
you played the clarinet, huh?
I played the clarinet in the high school marching band.
You couldn't handle the saxophone, or what?
Well, they were supposed to train me on the saxophone, and they never did. It's very similar to the clarinet. But I made it all the way up to first clarinetist, and that's the best you can get.
Outstanding.
That was many moons ago. And then, like I said, I played a regular electronic organ for church when I went. And then I had a friend that was, I'm not sure if he was the director of music or what. I always told him I'd like to play a pipe organ. Well, I'll tell you what.
I played the
That
cajon.
is so different because I played by ear. I can read music too, but I tried it in my time. And after I played a little bit, he goes, I think you're better on the piano because I play piano too. But
well, aren't we just multi-talented?
Well, you never asked, so now you found out.
Well,
so.
now I know.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, it's hard to be humble.
See?
When you're perfect. I'm just singing your song. I'm just singing your song.
See, I was trying to be humble.
Sonia C in the chat says her oldest plays the ukulele and piano. I absolutely love playing the uke. The uke is a lot of fun. I started getting into the uke a few years ago. Rose actually has an 8-string uke. That's a lot of fun. Sounds very medieval sounding. And piano, I love playing the piano, but I can't claim that I play the piano well. Everything I play is self-taught, but not because I don't know. I never liked the idea of getting lessons for no other reason than I'm just an introvert. So everything I do is I've learned either taught myself or online. So
he hides it.
Well,
he's very talented. Very.
Well, how many strings are on ukulele, Travis?
4 strings.
Okay.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be too bad.
I
can play by ear. I can play by ear, but it's been a while since but basically, Travis, if you know how to play a few chords, learn the C chord, the G chord, or it's not that hard. You take it a little bit at a time. But there again,
Yeah.
I took regular piano lessons on a baby grand piano. Oh man, boy, does that sound good on a grand piano. Oh wow.
Oh yeah, they sound great. Never played one
I
in
play the
person,
cajon.
but rarely.
Yeah.
Rarely, but
I
that's
did,
what I
and-
play, the cajon, the box. And
Hey,
we're
you ever
fixing to
played a
dig it out
kazoo?
because as soon as
Yeah, I
it's
had pl-
don't sing it, Michael Johnson. What do you mean don't sing it? Once we get them spoons, we're gonna get that box out too. Cause I'm
Hey,
thinking,
John.
What?
Did you ever play a kazoo?
well, who
You
hasn't?
know what a kazoo?
Oh yes, everybody's played a kazoo. If you went through elementary school, you played a kazoo, right?
Yeah, my dad used. Well, I didn't until
And
my
if
dad
put in the
started
proper
playing.
mouth, it's an exquisite instrument. I've seen people play
Yeah.
a kazoo and really do an outstanding job with it. We've seen people make homemade instruments. Did you see Stomp? Because I did. Went in person. Me and Mama went in person to go see them, and it was just amazing to have so much music with just everyday things. And put together the right way, and
That'd be one hell of a show to see. I'd like to see them one day.
You would
Are they
have
even still
loved it.
touring?
I don't know. You were too young, or weren't here.
Oh
I
yeah,
can't
way too
remember.
young and probably didn't have any interest.
Yeah, no, we
honestly.
didn't care if you was
Probably back
going or
then.
not. I wasn't listening to your ass cry. No, I went to go hear. But
Thank
yeah,
you. I don't want to be known as the kid crying at a concert.
not at the concert.
No.
Everybody be looking at you. It was great. I know you would have loved it because.
Oh yeah, it looks like they still perform
Oh,
quite
good.
often. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I highly recommend it if you have an opportunity to go see them because.
Now, who is this again, John?
They're called Stomp. STOMP. Stomp.
You can
I
look them up
never
on
heard of
YouTube.
them.
They got
Yeah.
a lot of videos.
They create
Yeah, I'll
music
have
with
to check
everyday
it out.
objects. Trash
Well, oh,
cans,
okay.
a broom, whatever they have in their hand, and you'll recognize the music too. I mean, it's really, really good.
Yeah, like when do they play a whiskey bottle, an empty
I
whiskey?
don't know. We're waiting
what
on
do you
our
call it?
spoons to get
There's
here.
a jug.
I ordered
Or it's a
a
jug.
set of spoons. If you've ever seen somebody play spoons, there's several people.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, that has always interested me. I can kind of do the same. You can do the same thing with your hand if you're good. I'm not, but I can attempt
The only
it.
time I play spoons is when I'm eating soup.
Eating soup. Have you ever seen? Have you ever seen spoons, Mitch?
Dude, I was in the Army. I've seen spoons.
Okay. Well, these are what I like about them is they're professional spoons. They don't come apart. It's all one piece. Because I have a hard time with them spoons holding both. I can get it going, but then next thing you know, boom, there goes a spoon. So anyway, I got them for Travis, and we're all gonna, and I can't wait for him to get here. So we can.
Yeah, I can't wait. Oh, look at that. David Billings says he can play the jaw harp. I love the jaw harp. Never played one before, but man, jaw harp sounds fun.
We have a musical Buddy Davis.
Oh, and Donald Ware apparently plays the jaw harp too.
Well,
That's cool.
Martha Olivera, I play spoons with my menudo. I'm not much on that menudo, but you put a bowl of caldo in front of me and I'm on it. So I saved my spoon for my caldo. No, we saw this company that makes them, and they're made out of wood, and yeah, they really create some unusual sounds, and it's all how you hit it, what sound you're going to get out of it. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. Something to distract us away from the daily political grind.
Hey,
Yeah.
John, maybe you can play the saw too. You ever see how they play the saw?
Oh yeah, I've seen it. I've never attempted it.
It's very eerie.
Oh,
very
yeah.
Eerie sound.
But again, if in the right hands, look at there because Erin T, she's got it now. I've learned for a great appreciation. I wish I would have learned. Erin T plays the wait a minute, I missed it. The cello. I thought you said the cello.
Yeah, she says she played the cello for years and some upright bass. Really nice.
Yeah. Who's that guy that Mama loves that I can't stand?
I can't remember his name, but he's from the Two Cellos.
Romat. Yeah, he's one of the guys from Two Cellos, and man, he can play a fantastic cello. I mean,
John, there's a husband and wife team too. Offhand, I don't have their name. They play the cello. Well, he plays the cello, and she plays the piano. Oh, are they good?
This guy is one of the people from Two Cellos, and I've never seen anybody play a cello like this guy. And it doesn't help that he's extremely handsome looking, picks a background. A lot of times, like he'll be sitting in a chair in the shallow part of the water in a beautiful tropical island as he sings Moon, or he plays Moon River or something.
I've seen them. He's good. Yeah, he's good. Well, I'm going to send you that husband and wife thing, and they're very good. I'll send it to you on Facebook.
Let me send out thank yous to Diana Mallory, who came back again with $5 and said, should we start a GoFundMe for you for your bidet? I'm just not sure about the bidet things. I've never used one, and okay, I understand you got a hose under there, and wash it off pretty good. Then what? You got a wet butt. I'm just saying, don't you have to? Anyway, paperwork still has to be done, right? I mean, anyway, Mitch Goldstein came in with $2 and said, "Love you, Blue Dots." Mitch Goldstein, I love you, brother, not just for the puffy tacos. I love you deep in my heart, brother, really do. And Mega.
Well, you and I are definitely separated at birth, brothers,
somewhere,
for sure.
Somewhere. Yeah.
Not sure how that exactly happened,
I don't know.
But must have been a pretty miraculous event.
It was a miracle, indeed. And Mega Wet Willie came in with a $5 donation and said, "Need more cowbell. Need more cowbell." I know that one. Anyway, boy, howdy shit. What a day. I'm really thinking my shoulder's getting better. Good. Because it's been a constant side thought in my head for the last week as I sat here trying to do the show. I'm just sitting here, and the only thing I can think through my head is blankety blank 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 blank, freaking God knows, just some bitch and anyway, it's the way it's been for a while. Anyway, back to the rat killing. I
took accordion lessons.
You did accordion?
Yeah, when I was a kid. So I bought one at an auction and brought it home and tried to play it, and I can't remember diddly squat.
Oh no, my dad played the accordion.
Well, I tell you what, too, John. I remember as a young boy, we lived in a town called Myersville. It's like about 7 miles from here.
Right.
And it was called Myersville because naturally it was a mining town.
Right.
And every evening, this boy, I think his name was Bill, he would always play the accordion. I used to love to listen to him play the accordion.
Yeah.
We had one ourselves, but it takes, your left hand, there's buttons on the back of the accordion that plays the bass, and then you have your keyboard. It's a matter of just timing, going in and out and in and out. Didn't they make a song about the accordion? What was it? Back in the 70s or 80s?
I'm sure they did.
They called it a squeeze box. Do you remember that song?
Yeah. Now there's a difference between an accordion and a squeeze box. There's a difference there. An accordion's got lots of keys. A squeeze box just got just a few little, if it's got any at all.
John, I just learned something new tonight.
Yeah, that's exactly what I say, David Billings. That's exactly what I've been for days and days and days. Anyway.
200 bass keys.
My dad played the accordion, and do you know who Pete Fountain is? My dad played. You don't? Google that name. Oh, he's a famous clarinet player. From New Orleans, and my dad played with him. Not professionally. It was at the lodge, and Pete Fountain belonged to that, and Pete would come over to play, and then the other people who thought they could play instruments would play there with him, and my dad never made it to the stage, but he played with him. That's the point. Anyway, yeah, I was raised around some good music. Around New Orleans, you can't help but be raised with good music and an appreciation for it. And I'm glad Travis and Tyler, both, but Travis mainly, has that interest in.
Tyler plays drums. Very well.
Drums very well,
but he just doesn't.
Yeah,
he plays drums, but he doesn't play. That's the sad part.
He
used to play. Yeah, he needs to play again because he's really good. He can keep a solid beat. Not too many drummers I know can keep a solid beat.
He's not going to screw up.
No,
he's not going to screw up.
He can count.
Yeah,
he can count to 4 for sure.
Anyway,
or at least step on it using his foot.
We've always encouraged music in the family because music just is one of those things that can transcend you. It can.
Well, John, what instrument do you play?
I play the cajon. I play the cajon. I used to play the saxophone. I would not try to attempt to do it anymore. When I was like 15 and 16, I played a little bit of the saxophone. I loved it. But then I was taken out of that atmosphere and was none to be again. So I became a welder. So.
Pardon my ignorance, but what is a cajon? I never heard of that before.
It's Spanish. It's Spanish for the most beautiful instrument in the world. That's what it's Spanish for. But if you go get the translation, it translates into box. It's a box. You sit on the box, and you know how you like to tap your fingers? Mm-hmm. Well, you tap on the box. There you go.
Okay.
It's an instrument for people that just want to sit around and tap with the music. And the other people playing the music, you're tapping so low, they don't really pay any attention to you anyway.
Well, hell, you can tap your foot, for that matter.
Yeah, well, I'm not kicking my box. I guess you could. Anyway, Nana Lovely came in with a $20 donation. Tammy, thank you very much, darling. It said, musician family Blue Dots, I was lucky. Thanksgiving was at the home of Alex Lighterwood. He had a 3-hour layover from a gig and missed dinner and said, no groupie shit. Next time, lots of pics, but great conversation nonetheless. Hashtag Santana. Damn, girl, you get around. Get around, get around. Musician. I get around. Nana loves to get around. I'm telling you, baby. It's not all roses, and I know that, Tammy. But there are parts of your life, baby, that, yeah, I'm thinking. Anyway, Michael Johnson came in with a $5 donation and said, from Paducah, Kentucky, we had a great sax player, Boots Randolph. Fuck Trump. And if you don't know who Boots Randolph is, shame on y'all. If you don't know Pete Fountain, Boots Randolph, Chet Atkins, people who knew how to use the instrument they had in their hand. Anyway,
had an album.
We had the best music anyway. But these kids today, their shit, you don't know what the. Did you ever hear that shit when you was growing up? I'm sure you did. Anyway.
Yeah, now I say it, but I hear some of the modern music. I'm thinking, what the hell is that?
Yeah, I remember my dad saying that.
Now,
Moody
Keith,
Blues.
now you speak for yourself, Keith.
Every generation has their soundtrack, the soundtrack to their life. You have one. Everybody's got one. It's everything you listened to when you was growing up. It's stuck in your head forever.
Well,
That's where you're going to be.
The 60s, 70s, and 80s.
A lot of people get to the 60s because we had the best music. I'm just saying. Anyway, when you're going down memory lane and looking at all that good music back there, all the way to the 60s, listen to the music, but really listen to the music because we were doing things back there. A lot of music meant something. That's when I talk about when we had the opportunity to make major change in this country with environmental reasons, with racial issues, with voting issues. We changed the freaking world, baby. And then we went to work and became boomers. But we got to remember our roots, baby. We've seen this before. I keep thinking to myself, this is the same shit. If we have an opportunity, like we do now, with the legislation that has been put in front of the Senate, that we have an opportunity to make major changes. People should be in the streets demanding it. What are they talking about? They're talking about numbers of 70-80% of this country support Build Back Better. The programs within it, because they're for the working people, which is the majority of population.
So, John, how could one senator stop all of that? That's what amazes me.
There's our stumbling block right there. Make him irrelevant. And we do that in 22. We do that by taking Wisconsin, by taking Pennsylvania and North Carolina, retaining Georgia. Don't lose Georgia.
I think Manchin. I don't think he's going to be up for re-election until 24.
No, Manchin's not in the game this time.
Yeah, we're stuck with the idiot.
Yeah, you're stuck with him. But Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, North Carolina. Got to hold Georgia, baby. In Florida, we have a possibility, but there's a whole lot of red down there. But as S.C. Smith the other day was reminding us, there's a lot of blue in Florida, just like there's a lot of blue in Texas. Not everybody drinks the Kool-Aid. It doesn't reflect it in the map, and it doesn't reflect it in popular talk because the squeaky wheel gets the grease. So who's the squeaky wheel? The maggot down in Florida screaming some bullshit. He's going to get on camera. Look at here. This is the way Florida's going. No, that's the way that asshole's going. That's why we have to always remind people. This blue dot in Texas thing, Robin Kincaid, blue dot in West Virginia, Randy Kervin in Missouri, Arkansas. Damn it! And
I think it's Missouri.
It's in Missouri. I thought so. Go with your first thought. Leo Sahaki out in Tennessee. These are red. Look at your map. Those are red states, baby. Mm-hmm. Red. And we do it because we know our areas. We know there's blue dots all around us. We also see that a lot of them are apathetic. Yeah, it's Texas, man. We're going to lose anyway. They got it gerrymandered. Not if you come out.
Well, that's the thing, though. But and today there was a discussion. I don't know if you caught it on CNN, but they're wondering what should the priorities be for the Democrats? Should it be the Build Back Better or Bring Back Better, whatever it's called?
No, the priority should be getting the Voting Rights Act.
Right,
passed.
That's what they were saying.
That's the number one priority, and they should carve out the filibuster, and they should do it really for historical reasons. Because if you look at the historical use of the filibuster, it has been primarily used to try to stop people from voting, and that's what they're doing now with it.
But there was I don't know if she was a senator. I think it was a representative. She said, well, there's no reason why we can't, kill a bird with two stones or whatever. In other words, we can handle both of those issues at the same time. I really think they should prioritize the voting because Manchin's being a pain in the ass, and he's going to make it hard. They're talking about breaking that down now into pieces.
You want to know why the media is talking about the Republicans? Take a look at the voting districts. Take a look at the states. Texas isn't the only one that's gerrymandered to shit. Right. North Carolina is. South Carolina is. These states are gerrymandered to shit, held by Republican hands, and that's who controls the vote. If you control the vote, you control who gets elected. And that's stacking the deck, baby. It's not the people's choice. It's not the people electing a politician. It's politicians selecting their voters. That's exactly what it is, and that is anything but democracy. Texas right now is involved in the Supreme Court trying to get this damn shit they came up with this time that makes it even worse and is blatantly racist. It's time for Texas to take a bold lead on this shit. You know, this run across the country, that's where we're going to lose. We're going to lose in states, baby, because states are the ones that hold the election. Not the national. We don't have a federal election. We have state elections, and when it comes to president, they tally the vote up, and use the electoral college to see who wins. It's always a state election. So every state election in this country should be important to every other state, because
John,
if one. Go ahead.
Aren't the Republicans trying to even dick around with the Electoral College now, if I'm not mistaken?
Right now, they're trying to restrict the access to the vote, and they are trying to legislate that legislators in a state, if they suspect any foul play, fraudulent votes, magical space lasers or anything, you don't know what's happening out there. You could be satellite there in Italy over there just changing. You don't know. So maybe the legislator should be able to pick the electoral college representatives, the electors.
That's scary.
That's scary because it's throwing a finger in the middle of the American people's face, going, "Well, go ahead and you go ahead and vote, asshole. We don't really vote for anybody you want. We already have our guy." That's what that is, and that, have no doubt, that is where the Republican Party wants to take this country. Are you shitting me? We keep reminding you, all but one, save North Korea. All the dictators that are in power right now were voted in, and then change the rules when they get in. And then, that's the way Erdogan did it up in that guy up in Belarus. Whatever his name is, look it up. These people, and they're trying to do it all across Europe. So that's what we're facing here in this country. They don't have to worry about a national ad campaign as so much as control the vote for state by state. That's how you get elected. It's not the popular vote that gets it. We win every time when it's the popular vote. It's the Electoral College, and it depends on where those votes come from. And the Republicans hold a whole lot of heartland states. Because they don't have, they're sold a bill of goods by not only their representatives, but by Fox News and Breitbart or whatever the freak how many ever. Anyway, that's our battle. I see
Tony Boyd's
that's our
here,
battle.
John.
Huh?
I see Tony Boyd's here.
Is he? Hey, Tony.
Yes.
Yeah.
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing okay. How about you?
I'm doing fine. Tony, I remind people all the time that if I'm talking to you on my phone at the house here, you're on speakerphone, and my wife can hear you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So after me and you was talking the other day, she went straight to the food porn on Discord.
Oh, she did?
Yes, she did. She checked out all your shit, brother. She said, "Oh, he can cook." I said, "Yeah. That's why everybody's always talking. We want to go to Tony's house. Go look at the food porn on the Discord channel." Well, I'll come to your house.
Thank you.
We're going to go to you and then Bernadette's. I swear, between you.
Hey,
but if you go on that food porn, you can see we have a whole lot of people that know how to cook in this family.
Hey, you know what, John?
What? You don't know how to cook? Shut up.
If his cooking is that good, maybe he can make a business and we'll buy some stuff off him or something.
I'm too old for that now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I can't do
He
it.
cooks for the art of cooking, savoring each bite and
Exactly.
enjoying the labors of your work. That's what Tony does.
Yes.
And
I've been cooking ever since I was 13 years old.
I'm trying to get Travis more interested
And I'm
in
burnt
wanting
out.
to experiment with like Chinese or he loves experimenting with hamburgers because Travis is a connoisseur and a critic of hamburger joints.
Really?
Yes. Yes, go to a Mexican food restaurant. If there's a hamburger on there, he's going to try the hamburger. Not because he loves enchiladas and tacos and everything else, too. But he's going to try their hamburger to stack it up against other hamburgers. And he is on the quest for the perfect hamburger in life. And sits at home trying to create it. So
You got to get him make you a Juicy Lucy then.
a Juicy Lucy. Oh, pray tell, what is a Juicy Lucy?
Okay, Juicy Lucy's it's 2 burgers, okay?
Yeah.
You season the burger the way you want it, okay?
Yeah.
And then you take 1 burger, you put it on a plate, and then you take any kind of a cheese, cheddar
Yeah.
cheese,
Yeah,
whatever
you
you,
got me.
want. Put it in the middle of that burger,
Good
then
queso.
put the other burger on top of that,
Uh-huh.
and then squeeze the edges to seal it,
Yeah.
and then cook it.
Oh,
And when it's done, be careful when you bite into it.
hot.
Yeah.
You're
They
gonna
sell
burn.
them up north in Wisconsin.
They call that lava.
Yeah, but it's called a Juicy Lucy, and it's really good.
know
You can
Travis
use,
was
Gouda
listening, so
cheese,
he's
Swiss,
probably gonna
whatever
try
you want
that
to use.
next day.
Cheddar.
He'll be in the kitchen. I'll ask him, what do you do? I'm
Call
going to
it-
try Juicy Lucy. Oh,
Hey, just-
guess what we got for Christmas? A hamburger press.
What'd you get?
A hamburger press.
All right,
There you go. Where you can
Nothing wrong
adjust the
with that.
thickness of the hamburger patties, too.
Oh, that's
So,
good.
We're going to play with that. And
There's nothing wrong with that.
no, we've been enjoying getting in. We had enchiladas. I made enchiladas tonight. Thank you very much. My son is in the audience. He knows. He can attest. They were edible. I had gone out to the jalapeno tree and picked 2 nice big jalapenos off of it and diced them up real good, put them on top of the enchiladas with some onions in it, and then let that bake first. And then bring it out and put the sauce and the cheese. Not bad. It's
Well,
a
John,
recipe, a family recipe that goes all the way back to several weeks ago when my wife found it on the
Right.
Well, John, I don't know if you can answer this or if maybe Tony can answer this. But I had, but you're saying a hamburger press. Well, now I got this on Tupperware. It's it's like a plunger. You do it manually, of course. You put so much in.
A
I guess
plunger.
however thick you want it.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I used to have a problem with the hamburger sticking to the plunger. How do you prevent that? Do you put butter or what? How do you do that so that the hamburger meat does not stick to the bottom of the plunger?
Well,
You can spray a little Pam on it.
there you go.
Little
See,
Pam.
great chefs know this shit.
Well, yeah.
Spray a little of they got that spray oil nowadays, a little Pam or
Yeah.
spray just a little wisp of it on there, and there you go. Your pressure won't stick. You can. I use that method when I cook breakfast sausages that in from the tube. If you're making patties, well, you just flip the patties on that shit. But if you're you want to smash it down into there so it gets like you're going to cook it like hamburger meat, and it always gets stuck to the back of the spatula. Sure, spray that little oil on there, you won't have that problem.
And another thing too is,
But-
if I remember right, just make sure your hamburger's a little chilled. It won't stick as much.
Yeah.
When it gets warm, it sticks.
Welcome
That's
to
2
the
things
Blue
you
Dot
can try.
Family Kitchen with Tony Boyd, experienced chef with knowledge that you can learn. Where else are you going to find this entertainment? I'm telling you, kitchen tips now.
Well, something that seems so
Medicinal
difficult
purposes.
when you think about it, there's really simple solutions. There really is.
But
Okay.
I never said I was a chef, a top chef. I make simple meals just for me.
I'm a simple
I'll tell you
man.
another secret.
I live.
that?
I'll tell you another secret. If you like spaghetti,
Oh yeah.
I
a
do,
lot of
but I
people
have
take. Okay, but a lot of people take the boiling water and put the spaghetti in there, and then they just boil it for 8 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, right? Well, you don't have to do that. All you do is you can bring your water to a boil, and then you put the spaghetti in there and let it boil 1 minute, and then shut the burner off, put the lid on it, and let it sit for about 10 minutes, and that spaghetti will be perfect.
A lot of people will boil it all the way until it's done.
That's pretty
Right.
cool.
Yeah.
You don't get
I
done,
used to
but
do
you-
that
It'll
too.
cook slowly, just like you cook everything else.
Yeah.
Let
It'll
me.
keep all its nutrients.
Oh man, that just a thought. Boom, just came to my head. Shit. No, not for this. I want to thank Catman56 who came in with a $5 donation and said the Republican in 2010 fought for the Benghazi investigations for 4 dead Americans. 2 years, 11 investigations, millions of tax dollars gone, yet they proved nothing. But now, 800,000 dead Americans on our home soil. Republican crickets. Look over there. Look over there. There's a shiny object. Look over there. Critical race theory. Look at this. Critical race. Did you see them transgender people over here? That's exactly the game they're going to play. Keith, my friend, let me tell you a story of why all of a sudden I went, oh, shit. Gene Shanky, who I spoke to the other day on the phone, on Messenger. Yeah, because it was video. I met Gene Shanky for the first time, and I just got mail from her, and I think I left it in the car. Anyway, Keith Thompson from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and Gene Shanky from that general area up in there met, and they shared pictures of them meeting. I told you all the other day, that is a fantastic story. I love it when that shit happens. And anyway, I got a card from Gene Shanky, included a very nice donation in there. Thank you very much, Gene, for that. Hey, and a bell for you. Thank you very much. But that just...
John.
Yes, sir.
Keith shared that with me, too. That was so beautiful, those photos.
Oh, shit. Damn it.
Uh-oh. Now what?
John?
You okay, John?
Yes. No. Yes, no, I'm fine. No, I'm not fine. No.
It's that shoulder.
Yeah, that's it. It's the shoulder. I hurt my shoulder. Oh man. Damn. You hate it when you kill good whiskey.
Put some freeze trees on that.
You can't put oh man. I always have my terrible towel handy, Nana. Handy. It's usually hanging right here. It fell off it. And now it smells like now it smells like chocolate. Chocolate whiskey. Anyway.
Hey, John.
This smells good.
I'm a fairly dangerous man.
25.
Huh?
Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All these blue dots that are in Pennsylvania, maybe we ought to get...
Y'all ought to meet.
Yeah, we ought to get going, get more of them involved, right?
Now, I think Mitch has met somebody, didn't you, Mitch?
There are blue dots from Pennsylvania besides me and you.
Jesus,
there is.
it's not bad enough I did it again. Damn it. Nana, the thing is this thing is very top-heavy.
Yeah, I agree
Where
with
do you live at, Johnny Pie?
What's that again?
Where do you live at?
Have you ever heard of Pottsville, Pennsylvania?
Pot? What do you sell there?
No.
What do you sell there? Pot?
You're envious, John.
Shut up.
Have you ever heard of Pottsville, Keith?
They sell pot in Pottsville.
I didn't catch what he said, John.
I said yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm 4 miles south of there in Schuylkill Haven.
Okay.
Where are you located in Pennsylvania?
I'm located in Franklin.
Okay, I've heard of that.
On the west side of the state.
Okay. See, that must be the happening part of the state.
An hour north of Pittsburgh and an hour south of Erie.
Well, I'm 5 hours away from you. 5 hours. I'm east central Pennsylvania.
We got to find out where everybody, people from Pennsylvania, if we could find some, we'd get it together and just get together someday.
Yeah, that would be nice. I deal with the Democratic Party of Schuylkill County. I need to contact Mr. Zimmerman, Todd Zimmerman. He's our head there. Because for the primaries and especially for the general election. Can't wait.
I have to use this Pittsburgh Steelers shot glass now because the little...
I don't want to hear about it.
I think we should have the Philadelphia Eagles shot glass.
I don't have an Eagles shot glass. I'm sorry. All I have is a Pittsburgh Steelers shot glass.
Well, when I was down in San Antonio, I was attempted to buy that one. Did you see that? They had Eagles. They had Ravens and all. They had
They got
cowboys.
They got anything in the world you want on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen them. Oh, in the Mikado. In the Mikado. When we was walking there, they had a place there for shot. They had all sorts of glassware.
Yeah.
Gotta go rolling now.
What is
Well-
Kathy laughing about?
She's laughing because she's talking about Johnny Fly, where he lives and how close he is to State College, and that if he was to come here, he'd have to go over all those mountains.
Yeah, but if we met
Oh,
at
State College. I'm about 3.5 hours away from east of State College.
You hear that?
Maybe slightly northeast. I drove out there a few times. It's beautiful out there.
So how far from? How would I get to your place? If I would go out 80?
Well, you could do that. That might be. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. Well, you could do that if that's easier.
My tipsy
To take
behavior.
80 east. Take 80 east
Shut
and then look for the Hazelton. I know it's either
Someone
Hazelton or Pottsville.
insinuates
I don't know. It's been a while since I've been up there, but you can find it.
Yeah. Or we could find someplace halfway between.
Yeah.
I'm sure they have other
Maybe.
towns in Pennsylvania.
Oh, well, sure. And like I said, now I don't drive out there. I don't like to drive in snow until the spring comes. If it's spring and summer is fine. I got an old car. I don't know how long it would last. How long it's gonna last, but
Well, let's wait till spring.
It'd be nice.
Let's wait till
Yeah,
spring.
that's what I say. Yeah.
Kathy does all the driving here, and I would not want her to be driving someplace in snow like that for that kind of thing.
Well, you guys are the snow belt, or over here. Like so far, it's been mild here, so I like that. But yeah, we should make plans. Keep in touch with me. I'm on Discord here, so you can look me up. You know.
Don, do we have a way of finding out who all the Blue Dots are from Pennsylvania?
Oh, we have more than
I don't.
Tammy Ames is in Elvira, New York.
Well, what about now Tim Carmel? She's a
big,
in
huge
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh Steelers fan, so she's from Pennsylvania in her heart. She's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
Tim Carmel. He lives out in Pittsburgh.
Yes, he does. Tim Cormall lives in Pennsylvania. Joe Santorsa, who is just,
Yeah,
if Tim's not enough, who is a great person to have, I've sat down across the table with him, a great individual to talk to. And Joe Santorsa is about one of the funniest people I hear every week when I hear him on the Tim Cormall show with his clown car.
Well, he's the one from Scranton, right, John? Because if he is,
Yes, he is from Scranton, Pennsylvania, and he's proud of that, the hometown of Joe Biden. And he's real proud of him. He's a very knowledgeable guy.
That's about 2 hours northeast of me.
He also co-hosts a show. Y'all might want to check it out. It came from Cleveland. It came from where's it? I ain't got no spooky music. No spooky music. Anyway, it came from Cleveland, and it's not a political show. If y'all want to get away from politics a little bit, go over to It Came from Cleveland. They play and critique old movies, horror movies, or and then they talk about the people in it and in the scenes they see. It's all hilarious. Tim Cormall comes on there as a guest, as a matter of fact. I should go over there and be a guest every once in a while. I love the show. Yeah, It Came from Cleveland. Just get away from politics for a while. They go, well, they throw a little bit of insinuation. Hey, guess what I did? Talking about.
John, where do you go? Where do you go to get It Came from Cleveland? Where do you go
It's
to
on
find
Facebook.
that?
On Facebook.
Okay. All right.
Go on Facebook and said It Came from Cleveland.
Okay.
Kenny Pick used to have Kenny Pick up at night with Kenny Pick, absolute fantastic voice, and then they started this show. It Came from Cleveland. There's a lot to laugh about, other than politics, and so it's a good place to go get away. Check it out. It Came from Cleveland.
John, you have another lovely fan that's in the room. You have another fan, John.
Hi, Nana.
There you go.
How are you doing, darling?
Well, I was enjoying the show, but John,
What?
I don't know your middle name, Bravo.
I know it. Did you see that?
Did you
Phil,
just
you know,
use
it's this
my
little shot glass. I love this little shot glass, but it is top heavy.
What? You
Twice I
used
did it.
My sacred towel as a bar. You just cleaned your whole.
I have to
damn
use
office
this
with
old,
my
what is this?
sacred
I have to
towel.
use this old Pittsburgh Steelers glass I have. And I wiped up the stuff with my Pittsburgh Steelers terrible towel, which is always handy, Nana. Thank you very much.
John,
Where's where's he at?
It could be used as a bar towel.
Do you know where he is? I don't know if you can see him right now.
He's on top of the wave.
Yes, he is.
believe.
I'm going to have to move him.
I'm
Yes,
riding
he is.
the
He's on
wave.
top of the wave. Right up there. I can see him. You can. It's covered up by a cart. I keep my shit handy. There's things all around me that I just, you know, I love. Because I love
Hey, you
this
still
family.
have. You
And
still
a
have
lot
my
of other
picture with
mushy
the
shit
cowboy
anyway.
hat.
What?
You still have my picture with the cowboy hat.
I
on,
do
right,
indeed. It's right over here on this table. I'm not whooping it out. No.
John? No, you don't have to.
No, that's my
I
neighbor.
can't see
is
it
a
anyway.
jackass
I'm only on
sign.
I'm only on Discord. I can't see it anyway.
Oh, well. Oh, here it is. Look at this handsome fella. Wow.
Thank you.
That's a look at a cowboy hat. That's Anyway,
Stop laughing at me, John.
I do have I have pictures that y'all don't see. They remind me of this family. That's Connie Burnett. That is Tamara Harrington's sister, who passed away. She used to send me cookies. Her and Tamara would get together and make cookies. I would get this box of homemade cookies. We're not talking a few cookies here. Talking about lots of cookies, different kinds of cookies. I miss her. I really do. She was a great blue dot.
Kathy made
Huh.
a whole slew of Christmas cookies, all different kinds. And I put
That's
a bunch
Post
of-
Office Box 2600. What?
and-
They're cookies. You know, it's legal to ship cookies there.
I brought up a bag of them from downstairs, so we didn't have to go downstairs to get them. We'd have some here. A minute ago, she must be tired of them because they got thrown on the floor.
Really?
Earth shifted.
So pick them up off the floor, put them in a box, and ship them to me. I'll pick out
You
the
look at
hair.
what
Don't
care
worry.
package there, John.
I dare ya.
You would. You would, Johnny. I don't know about you.
Well, I
You'll
might
never
pick a hair
know.
out or two.
Yeah, what he would die by that.
How dare you?
I have a lot of homemade. Items that, man, what's better? You know, Travis tells me, Dad, you have too much in this shot. We got to thin
Always
out
talk-
things. You can't see anything. You can't see the forest for the trees. You know, there's too many
Always
trees. You can't
talk
see the
about-
forest.
All these talk about cookies, I had to go over and get a couple.
Braggart. I can't. There ain't no cookies here. You know what I got in the kitchen? I got some Nutter Butter peanut butter sandwich cookies, which happen to be a favorite of mine and Travis's. We like a little Nutter Butter peanut butter sandwich cookie, so you always
there
want to
you
go in there and
go.
get another Nutter Butter sandwich butter knicker cookie.
See, John, you have to make sure that you have all this stuff in your on your desk before you go on the air. You know,
Yeah,
then you can sit there and munch away.
I ain't
Yeah.
got no munchies. I ain't got no munchies here because it's improper to smack my lips around here eating shit whilst on the air. What I do have is a fine selection of whiskeys and tequilas and
Oh, it's in that corner. Yeah,
no,
right?
well, it's all these. Look, you don't notice that? All these. Here's some Southern Comfort right there.
Yeah, but see, I'm not on
Here's some
YouTube.
Jose
I can't
Cuero.
look at-
This is that 99 chocolate stuff, which is pretty damn good.
Cavendish.
Huh?
Hot Cavendish. Yeah,
And some
Cavendish.
fine Cavendish. Indeed.
There you go.
Oh, you could open a bar.
Yeah, that's not including
There
the
you
big
go.
bottles. I got a bottle of Knob Creek here. I got some cherry brandy that's just wonderful. I love that shit. That's pretty good. Nice
I
bouquet.
used to drink that back in the old days after synagogue. Peter Hearing cherry liqueur.
Oh,
Yeah, it tastes like
That sounds
Robitussin.
good.
that does sound.
Tastes like Robitussin.
Oh, really?
Oh
Does it
no.
work like Robitussin? I get rid of this cough one way or another.
Yeah, really.
It's for medicinal purposes,
Isn't everything?
isn't it? Isn't it?
Yep.
I
What are
highly
these
preach
cookies?
the use of cannabis if it's legal in your area. If I had access to it, I would believe that it's better for your body than a lot of what the pharmaceutical companies are cranking out.
I will certainly continue to add to that body of research.
I'm glad somebody's out there doing that research. You know, we need that guy. It kills me, that kills me, Mitch, when you hear him. Well, we need to decriminalize it so we could investigate it more. We could research it more. Are you shitting me?
Dude, we've researched. It's fine.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did the research. It's good to go, baby. You're way behind the times.
Yeah, I'm willing to put my reputation on the line that
Yeah.
it's pretty safe and doesn't affect your brain in too much of a negative
Well, that's
way.
how come I was glad to see, because I think this is number 6 for him. I guess it was because it was called Weed 6. It's Sanjay Gupta on CNN does a special on marijuana, and this time it was about the benefits of marijuana in I don't know what autistic and this one girl was highlighted on the show, and it was so sad and pitiful to watch.
Yeah.
Because she would hit herself. And we're not talking about a little hit. She would ball up her own fist and beat the hell out of her face. And she couldn't stop it until she vaped marijuana. Not in the bit, they have it
Dude,
like
I
a
can
hospital
totally
does.
empathize with her.
Yes.
I can totally get it.
And she stops.
Totally get it.
She stops, and she can maintain. She can walk down the street without doing that. And what a relief that must feel for their family. And it's
What
all
about
because
kids that
she
have,
is smoking marijuana. Not some
severe-
special brand, just, well, I don't know. I don't think it is, but it's balanced with CBD and THC.
Well, there's epilepsy patients that have been taking it for years that nothing else stops their seizures. But
Except
they take
cannabis.
very, very high concentrations of THC, and apparently it reduces their seizures in severity and frequency. So it is legitimate medicine. I'm
Yes.
tired of hearing about this.
I am
We
too.
need
I am
horse
too.
shit.
And that conversation always goes on down here in Texas. Well, there's really no medical benefit. Or
Dude,
kiss my ass
We need to see.
if you
Do we
think
need
that.
to see if beer is a liquid? I mean, really?
Yeah.
Well, it's these moralists. They feel they have to tell people how to live. That's what's. And there again, go ahead,
No
Mitch.
one who voted for Trump is going to be telling me how to live. So
What happened
fuck
to
that.
Exactly right. Yeah, because if they had their way, they would. They would, and it's like telling them to kiss your ass.
Did Tammy drop out?
So you know what I would do? I'm not advocating the capture or kidnapping of any individual,
Of course you weren't.
but if I happen to have kidnapped Donald Trump, I would definitely force him to smoke some weed.
Oh, sit down.
That dude
Oh,
needs it
God.
so fucking bad.
Can't hurt.
And his
You're getting
kids,
it this
too.
way, or we're
We need
giving
it.
you an enema. Take your
You should
pick.
read that
Uh,
quote from the Vanity Fair article.
Oh yeah, did you guys see the Vanity Fair article about
Junior?
Junior?
Oh, God. It's
No, I have not.
I want to get a quote for that. Hang on, give me a
All
sec.
right. Hello, Julie.
Hi, John.
How are you doing, dear?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. I hope you haven't had to pull out the stick very much here lately with Mitch.
No, I'm doing a little bit.
Good, good. It's the holiday seasons, baby,
Yeah, I try to be nice.
Yeah. Anyway,
She tries.
yeah. I love y'all.
I will give you that. Now I can't find. I had a really, really good quote too, but it was basically about how what a disingenuous fake asshole he is, and that he must be trying to hide his good traits. Because all we do is we see like the contentious, that he's somehow morally, ethically, or intelligent somehow than these boogeymen called the left that he keeps trolling to own us. And I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean?
Wait a minute. Who are we talking about here? We're talking about Don Jr.?
Yes, sir.
Here, I'm gonna read it to you right now.
Yeah, we're doing our we're trying to get there. All right. Here we go.
There we go.
1,
Wait. Okay, wait. I know
2.
what to do.
Oh, she knows what to do.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Julie
Well, I gotta find the article. Then
will be with us momentarily.
Yes, momentarily.
Yeah, we'll stall a little bit. That's all right.
Because it's about Don Jr. If he's trying, let me get the premise.
I'm telling you, man, 2022 is going to be remembered chiefly for 2 things.
But
Atlantic article about Donald
getting another booster shot for the new, as this virus continues to mutate.
Right.
Here we go. I am
here we go.
quoting
Okay. Now Julie's finally ready.
The author's article is, I guess this guy's name is Antranik Tavishian.
Yes.
No, Peter Wellner.
Yeah.
Peter Lemmer.
Picture. Okay.
Okay.
It's an article in The Atlantic. Donald Trump Jr. is both intensely unappealing and uninteresting. He combines in his person corruption, ineptitude, and banality. He is perpetually aggrieved, obsessed with trolling the left, a crude, one-dimensional figure who has done remarkably good job of keeping from public view any redeeming qualities he might have. End quote.
Yeah, that's a shake.
I love it. I love it.
Couldn't have put it any better myself.
No. Very articulate with describing exactly who he is.
Yes, it's such a perfect description.
I think what's amazing about Trump, and I know I'm going to go on a limb here, but bear with me, is that people, in the same way that he projects his legitimate criticism onto other people,
he does.
Other people project their intellect onto Trump.
I'm smart, therefore he's smart.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually.
Or it's better like I'm smart and I like Trump, therefore Donald Trump must be smart. Or my favorite, well, Trump has all this money and doesn't pay any taxes, so he must be smart.
Isn't that what he said?
Yeah,
And I guess he is smart, but he's smart in such a one-dimensional way.
He's smart in an
and
evil
now
way.
He's so exposed on every front. 2022 is going to be the year that he goes down. I'm telling you. There's so much mounting inertia to taking him down in New York State. There's really nothing's going to be able to stop that.
I think it's going to spread across country.
I think.
I do.
I think you know what's going to hit the courts in 2022. That's going to change broadcasting in America forever.
Pray tell what?
When Dominion voting systems takes on Fox News. I can tell you that will change
and wins.
That will change history.
And wins because Dominion will win.
Lose.
They can't lose. They have all the evidence in the world.
Fox has done is the definition of the type of defamity that they're suing for.
Yeah. Yeah, the hands
down.
Basically against every one of them, including Giuliani and what's that lady's name?
All of them, all the so-called lawyers.
The green woman, what's her name?
I don't know.
No, this is Sidney Powell. Sidney Powell. Cindy Powell.
Cindy,
Oh,
My
Cindy
Rolodex
Powell.
is big up there. It takes me a minute to get through
Oh,
the right
she's
one.
done, man.
Yeah.
Stick a fork in her. She's
Oh
done.
yeah, she's done.
It wouldn't shock me if they elected her again.
She's not elected.
Huh?
It's a lawyer.
Marjorie Taylor Greene is an elected.
Oh, yeah.
And I suspect that's going to happen the very same day that I start shooting silver dollars out of my ass.
I don't think she's going to make it.
Yeah.
I think the people at 14th District in Georgia, I think I think they've had enough of her bullshit. She doesn't do anything. She's kicked off every committee there is because of her ignorance. And I think the same thing is going to happen to Bobart because people are getting tired of being embarrassed by an idiot.
Well, guys, breaking news. John Madden died.
So, I was going to bring it up. Somebody just a minute ago in the chat had it go by. Breaking news, John Madden died. Ain't that sad? Ain't that
That is sad. I like Madden.
I liked him. Always a nice guy. I don't know.
I like the guy who wasn't afraid to get hammered on national TV.
Oh, hell no.
Gotta respect him.
Yeah. Yeah, John did not mind partaking upon the spirits whilst he was on the air. You get what you got. Huh?
I respect that.
I do too. He was a great guy.
He was a great strategist. He really was.
Yeah.
The problem was emotionally he couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
He couldn't handle the emotion of losing as a coach.
Isn't that why people liked him so much? One of the reasons, besides being a great coach.
He was a great coach, but he also brought a dimension to color commentating that really nobody had done.
Yeah.
I know you remember the old days, and color commentator would be kind of sedate, and would the broadcaster would ask them to step in. If you listen to baseball, usually they have someone doing the play-by-play and one or two color commentators back there to kind of make smart-ass remarks or quote statistics or whatever.
Right.
But Madden, man, he brought animation.
Yeah.
To sports.
Oh yeah, he was out there with that pencil.
Really, that was unprecedented.
Yeah, that's why they started making games with Joe Madden football.
Yeah.
A lot of.
And I remember he was criticized for unprofessionalism, and I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yep.
What does that even mean?
Yeah. How do you do that anyway?
Well,
Being
that is
too
a loss,
good at your
but-
job. Yeah, that is a loss. It is. Yeah, Just Coggins, Madden, and Summerall were legends, and indeed they were.
And the rumors swirl about my Pittsburgh Steelers. Right now we're sitting there 7-7-1. That is not what I would call a good season.
That is not making Nana Lovely happy, I'm sure.
Well, I think the Roonies are going to take some stern action. I don't know if it's going to be about Ben Roethlisberger or not, because they would have to pay a lot of money. For someone, you're not talking about bringing in a draft pick.
Don't you wish you had a contract like some of these guys do?
Oh my God.
My God, you'd only have to work for one company one time. That's it.
That's true. That's
but it. Golden parachute, you're out the door.
Downside, right? Your life is not your own. You don't get to decide where to go and when to go. You have to spend most of your life working out and staying in condition, so you can't eat what you want. I mean, everything has its price.
Oh, everything in their life is controlled.
And I'll tell you what.
By the game.
All of these football players, when they do MRIs, their brains after they finish playing, let me tell you, their brains are all fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Even the guys who are the punters and shit, because it is a rough sport.
It is a rough sport, and there is a history of brain injuries in that sport.
Yeah.
No doubt.
There is.
But you can't.
And we have swept it under the rug.
Yes, we don't look at it because we enjoy the sport so much.
Well, no.
We look over what we like.
Yeah. It generates $7 billion of income. That's why we overlook.
So what's a few brains? That's the way they look at it. It's a sellable product. It's a marketable product. It injures people, but so what? They go out the door all happy.
I've heard people say things like, a guy, from like the city gets to go and be in college and gets $1 million and blah, blah, blah. And, I'm not sure that it's worth it. I think I can foresee a future where American football is definitely modified, either modified or, I mean, dude, they used to play with leather
leather helmets.
But you didn't have
made
guys
substantial
that were
gains.
375 pounds in playing football in the 19th century. There were no 375 pounds, 6'7" people playing football back then.
Mm-mm.
They didn't exist.
No, it's a much, much more powerful sport now than it ever has been.
Right? They didn't have no working out.
No.
They didn't have no vitamins. They didn't have, nothing.
Nothing. They just some guys that met every once in a while. Let's go play this new game we invented.
Right on.
Let me thank Tim Torkelson, who came in with a $5 donation and said, "It is 2 degrees below zero. Joe Biden is my hero. John, your shirt is stylish, just like Billy Eilish." Fuck Trump. I like the way he heads it. What happened? What happened? Where's my, oh shit, I got it. My screen went blank. Just went.
I can hear you.
Yeah, no, that's not the screen. Everything live happens on this computer in these, this is the, anyway. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Heart of democracy.
Yeah. What he said.
And it's Billie Eilish, by the way.
Billie Eilish. I'm sorry.
Mr. Tuned into modern culture.
Yeah, that's me. That's me. Ask my kids. Who? Billy who? Billy,
I bet you don't
Billy
know what
Idol?
your fucking pronouns are.
And let
You know
me
what your
thank.
pronouns are, John?
Yes, I do.
Hey, you.
And you're going to point it out. And
hey,
Cat,
you.
Hey, what? Huh?
That's your pronoun.
Huh?
Hey, you.
Hey, you.
Hey, you.
Hey. That's usually what they called me most of my life. Hey, you, come here. I got, a big portion of my life had that sentence in it. Catman56, my buddy Keith, came back with another donation and said, "Chill with the Dob, the KNOB. We're loving the chill out." Okay. Loving the chill out with family. We're a force to reckon with. We got your 6. Catman, I'm always comfortable with my 6 when you're behind me, brother. I always am. Semper Fi and Oorah. Gee, I wish I could remember what branch of the service he served in. It'll come to me. Anyway, Catman, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Tim, thank you. Yeah, we're the team, baby.
Hey,
what? We're the team on the field. We're going to take this game. What?
John's the quarterback.
No, I'm the cheerleader. I'm the guy on the side goes, "This boom bar, we can do this. Come on, don't lose you." That guy.
Oh, you do cartwheels too, John?
Hell yes. Yes. You ought to see me in my tutu, goddammit. Yeah, yes.
Johnny Fly's the mascot, so.
Yeah, Johnny Fly's our mascot.
It just gave me a mental picture, John, and I don't want to see that.
Hey. It's a pretty picture, baby. I asked Mom again today, do I still look pretty? She did my face. I got a facial the other day. That's right. That's right. I got
can mean many
I think I look much prettier.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. And
it's all kinds of facials.
I have passed a milestone in my mind. I have passed a milestone.
I'm not gonna say to John.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
On my road to recovery, which is an important trip in my life here. You have the steps that you have to go through. And in my road to recovery now, I can now take my hand and just stroke my beard a little bit, pull it out there, put my fist around it, and I can feel hair. Oh, I can pull hair. See? This is a milestone, baby. This is it. Yeah. It's gone through my hand, and I can pull it over here. The return of the beard.
I hope there are no kids here.
I know. But you can hold it. Hey.
Hey, this way, when you're falling the street, it's easy to
wait a minute
off the ground.
I didn't think about that. Anyway,
now you have a handle, John.
Oh, look at your media mates. Oh, now the fist. Yes, the fist now. Anyway,
must be getting long enough now, John.
It's starting to get there. I'm starting to regain my. They cut off Samson's hair, and he just, I can't do anything.
Tim, I already told him it's Billy Eilish.
Hey, we may have to think of something else now to make you want to cut it off.
See, everybody's pointing it out. I misspelled it now. Thanks a lot there. Eilish. Okay, Billie Eilish. Eyelash. Eilish? Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
I mean, the Blue Dots
Eilish.
are having a freaking
Thank you,
heart
Tim.
attack over that.
Thank you, Tim Torkelson. I don't know. I'm more into, for the music that's in my head. I know the music. I can sing the music. I do all the time, by the way. Who sang that, John? Fuck, I don't know. I can't remember. Who sang that? That's me. I can't remember the artist. The song is implanted in my head forever. And sometimes I just can't remember.
Yeah, that's all right.
I can't remember the artist.
I can't remember everything.
Yeah, you can't remember everything. They say. Huh?
I already know all the words to all the Beatles songs. You expect me to learn more?
More?
Things?
Really? Have you seen that new
God,
Hey, guess what I watched last night?
What's that?
Me and Marcia sat down and watched Don't Look Up.
Oh, yeah? What'd you think?
I thought it was funny.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
I think it was pretty much spot on as to what you would think would happen in a Trump White House if a comet was fixing to hit the Earth. Yeah.
No spoilers. That's all right.
Well,
I like the ending.
Yes, the ending. Yes, the ending was spectacular. Who would think that kind of a mission would save the Earth like that?
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Okay.
Go watch the movie. It's worth watching. It's got a good chuckle.
We may watch it tonight. We'll see.
It is.
What's it called again?
I
John?
do love the ending though. The ending of the movie, the very ending, perfect.
All right.
What's it called again, John?
Don't Look Up.
Okay.
That's all.
But you know something.
Don't
you know
look.
something, John.
And it is loaded, by the way, with stars. DiCaprio and
As soon as it shifts it off,
shit. Help me out, Mitch.
Yeah.
Who's that lady?
We got DiCaprio.
Jennifer Leonardo DiCaprio. I haven't seen it yet. That's why I'm saying.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet? I thought you was talking like you did.
Yeah.
Oh.
Got Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep. That's who I was trying to think of. There's a lot of big actors in this movie.
I think it's Jennifer Lawrence is the one with the redhead, I think.
Harry Reid has also passed away. Breaking news. Former senator from Nevada.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he used to be.
I liked him.
He used to. He was the Senate leader.
He was a he was a Democratic.
He was the last good majority leader.
He was a leader in the House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember him distinctly. We could.
What do you have on? Is it MSNBC?
He was a majority leader.
Huh?
I haven't seen it yet on CNN. Is it on MSNBC that you're getting the breaking news, Mitch?
It just popped up.
Yeah, it just came up on Facebook on my feed.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, he was good. I know he lost his sight in his one eye. What was that from? What happened to him that he lost his sight in the one eye?
He was old.
I'm not sure.
No, but there was something that happened. I don't know if he got hit or if he had it.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
It was a while ago.
Yeah.
But he was good. I liked when he was in.
Yeah.
He was okay. He was the last majority leader that I would say was kind of like was a liberal. He preceded Chuck Schumer, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know something, guys?
Someone like that.
Don't you think that this what is called the Better Build Back America thing?
My mouse is sticky.
Democrat Biden won't go ahead and do an executive order on this.
On
well, you know what's gonna happen?
On the Build Back Better.
Yeah,
there are a lot of things in there he could do by executive order.
But you know what, John? What would happen is that when a Republican president, if he'd ever get in, he'd overturn all that. They're looking more. It would be better if the law is passed. Then you can't. I don't believe you can reverse the law. But if they just do executive order,
You just have to, have a bill to rescind the law passed.
Yeah.
That's not that hard. But yeah, it would be nice if, wouldn't it be nice if our alleged representatives in Congress supported the needs of the American people? You know what I think about?
Novel idea.
You know what I think about every time I go to the pharmacist and have to pay $300 a month for my insulin? And you know what I'm saying to myself, Mitch, you live in the greatest country in the world, and here you are paying $300 a fucking month for insulin.
A life-saving drug that, as I understand it, costs 10 cents to make.
No, I actually have it on good authority that my insulin costs about $5 a pen to make.
And
that is my understanding.
Hell of a markup, ain't that?
Breakdown. Okay. So now what they claim is that, all the research money, who's going to pay for the research money? Charge you money to pay back for the research money. Meanwhile, guess who did the research? Guess what country did the research? Let me make it easy for you. So I already paid for that fucking research. Mm-hmm. Just like Viagra.
Yeah. Why don't we split the cost up amongst other countries?
Government.
Because they sell it in other countries, the same brand, same manufacturer, for a cheaper price.
Yep. What's that stuff? Minoxidil, the stuff that makes your hair grow. That was developed by the United States government. Mm-hmm. You didn't know that, did you?
So we got property rights. We got investment in that, don't we?
We got
we
nothing.
Should get a return on our investment, should we not?
We go for instance.
Should not we get a return on? Guess what? You know all them leases that they always talk about, leasing off to oil and gas companies, public lands, put the public in that land. Public lands, we're going to lease it to you, then you get all the benefits. Fuck you, that's my oil down there. That's our oil.
Yeah.
Ain't going to happen.
That,
ain't going to happen. Because it's a corporate world, baby. We're trying to stop it from becoming a fascist nation.
You just got to show them, John, when it's time to vote. That's when we speak. The problem is not enough people go out and vote. And like I said, with this hair-thin margin that we have in now with the Democrats, what the hell can you do when you have somebody like Manchin that says, no, I'm not going to vote for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, guess what? You wouldn't have, and everybody, all blue dots, please listen to me. I tell you this in earnest, that we may learn a lesson thereof. Joe Manchin is not the Democratic senator from West Virginia, the so-called moderate, who's really a conservative Republican who joined our party to sabotage it, and was contested very heavily in the primary by Swearingen, Mary Jean Swearingen, and the DNC and Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton and MSNBC all came after her progressive ass and baked her and burned her out and basically outspent her 15, 20 to 1. And Joe Manchin was the preferred candidate of the Democratic National Committee. And they went after his opponent. They went after his opponent with more vigor than they're going after Trump and his supporters right now for desecrating the Capitol. So remember that when you talk about being a blue dot and what the Democratic Party owes us for our allegiance. We are not getting what we are owed from the Democratic Party.
I am giving Joe Biden every chance I can, every opportunity I can.
I'm running out of breaks, brother.
I've already, I've said it a long time ago when the presidential race came. I preferred Bernie Sanders. I am a progressive Democrat. I want to see things happen, though. I want to see major things happen, and I want to see it happen for the benefit of the people of the United States. That's what Bernie always was talking about. This is for the working people. These are for the lower echelon of us. We're not the 1%, the 2%, the 10%. Hell, we're not even the 50%. Most of us. We're down there in the 10, 20%, 30. Well, actually, there's a whole lot more. I got that backwards. At a certain point, you're talking about wealthy, and at the other point, you're talking about all the rest of us. So it is time for our government to work for us. That's what I see in this Build Back Better plan. But it has been pared down from what it originally was. It's nowhere near what it was. So we've already given up a whole lot to get this thing near the finish line when Joe Manchin comes along and says, screw you, I ain't doing it. I am standing behind Joe Biden. He's my president. I want him to do well. I want him to be as aggressive. It's time to. Screw the filibuster.
John, I'm sorry to say, but my preference right now, Joe's doing the best he can, but he's still not an aggressive president. I think he could be more aggressive.
He could be a lot more aggressive for my taste. He's really trying to stay with this. I'm going to bring everybody together, and we're all going to end up singing Kumbaya. Right. That's not going to happen with this.
You really want to do that? If he wants to bring everybody together, let him appoint a special prosecutor.
There you go. That's where I am. Where I draw the line is January 6th. If we are not willing to fully prosecute everybody involved in this, we're setting ourselves up for the same thing again. And I'm talking about the congressman, Scott Perry, Jim Jordan. These people they should be subpoenaed. They should be subpoenaed. And let's find out what happens when you don't show up, because this is a test, baby. This never happens. What do you do? In our history, this has never happened. What do we do when we subpoena a congressman and he says, screw you? There's no precedent set for that.
No. There is actually precedent.
Where?
This not the first time that Congress has subpoenaed somebody. There's precedent that the Capitol Police have been used to acquire people under a subpoena. It's just no longer the policy of the organization. Remember, Congress has a lot of latitude in deciding how it operates itself.
It makes the rules.
Yeah, but it's largely self-policing, and that's good and bad. It's good because the rules are dynamic, but it's bad because the rules are dynamic.
Yeah.
Filibuster isn't the fucking Constitution.
No, it's not.
Sorry.
No, there's nowhere in the Constitution for the filibuster.
It was
a rule made up.
Yeah.
So they have the power to change the rules. And that's what's pitiful when they don't, for the betterment of all. But as Mitch implies, you got to be careful, because that's a double-edged sword. If you cut down every reasonable escape route by cutting down the laws to get a bad guy, the bad guy in the end is going to turn around and pull the law up, and you're going to turn around and none of your laws are there because you knocked them down. That old.
Yeah, it's hard to believe the Law and Order Party marched on the Capitol with rifles and bear tear gas.
They marched on the Capitol with a plan
and gallows. And I can tell you,
to stop Congress from certifying the vote.
Let us pay careful attention. Let us all pay careful attention to in January of 2023, because we're going to go through the same exact thing all over again.
If we do not nip this in the bud, if we do not hold everybody accountable for this, you bet your ass, and I do believe the January 6th speech that Donnie Boy is going to give is going to allude to that. Donnie has not given up on saying he won. That it was a stolen election.
Whose fault was it?
Yeah, whose fault is that? The media.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, that's who. Or Antifa. Antifa did it.
Antifa. Oh yes, Antifa. Antifa did it. Yes. Yes, Black Lives Matter. Antifa. They ganged up. They're the ones that really did it. We allowed that because we didn't call out, ignorance enough. And we have to in this case, because if we don't, they're setting it up to do it again. They are. Listen to Steve Bannon when he talks about Donnie running in 2024 and being elected, if not sooner. What the fuck is that if not sooner shit? Planning a little something there, Steve? Just wondering out here, you know. It's bullshit. They have not given up.
We have got to keep the pressure, Blue Dots. We have to keep the pressure on our blue Democrats in office. We must keep pressure on them to do the right thing.
Yep.
We cannot take this. We need to water under the bridge bullshit. We cannot let that happen. These people must pay. Not because we want revenge upon them, but because we want to live in a lawful nation where the laws are meaningful, and the GOP has decided, openly decided, that the rules do not apply to them.
Nope. No.
And so far, the strategy is working. Unless Schumer, Pelosi get some balls and fix this shit.
We're fixing to see it right after the new year. We're going to see some actions taken. I think they're going to have to. We're going into 2022. If you're going to play the game, let's get into the game, because I guarantee you, the Republicans are. The Republicans are going to
hard to lose, man.
Yeah.
They will, and I'll
Quit
tell you.
fucking around. Let's go, baby. Rock and roll.
You better believe the Republicans are doing everything they can, and there's a lot of stuff that we don't know that they're doing. And I'll tell you this much: if they get back in office, they're not getting out. I don't see how.
If the Republicans get back in office, baby, we're headed right towards an autocracy, a fascist autocracy. That's where we're going, and mark my words, baby. If they get back in, that's what they're going to try to do.
Fortunately, we have 475 million guns in America now, and we can defend ourselves.
Yeah, we
against
can
the
defend
tyrant.
ourselves from the crazy right-wing nut job society that is drink the Kool-Aid. Let me give out a few thanks. Catman56, my buddy Keith, came back with another donation and said, "Your face looks better than the beard, with the beard, but you're not up to Navy regs. From an old Marine picking on Navy." Yeah, I get it. Yeah, it's undercover. That's right. I'm on an operation. I have to blend in with the locals. See, so when you're doing that, and you're in covert. Anyway,
what I'm doing, John.
Keith, thank you. And Michael Johnson came in with a $2 donation and said, "I am Antifa. Fuck Trump and Manchin." There you go, baby. I want to thank everybody for coming in and joining the conversation tonight. Always, we covered a wide range tonight, baby, and that always pleasurable. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming in. Tony, my wife discovered you cooking, buddy. Now I got to worry. Jesus, I've been with her 40 some odd years, and now I got to start worrying. Huh? She thinks you're a good cook.
What'd you say about? What? Now, wait a minute. I missed something here. I was talking to Paulette.
Well, my wife went off and leave me for your cooking. I'm about to hunt you down. Just how big a boy are you anyway?
Okay, I'll keep cooking.
Tony, thank you so much. What happened to Mitch? Where did Mitch go?
You're welcome.
He said goodbye.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
I did not hear him. Mitch, Julie, I love you, baby. Thank you for coming by and visiting. Man, you jumped out too quick. I get to say my goodbyes and all that stuff.
Yeah, he said he had to go.
Oh, well, I'm sure. Anyway, thank you for being here, Mitch. Thank you, Tony, very much, brother. We appreciate it. And
Thank you.
Keith and Kathy, Pennsylvania, well represented, buddy. Thank you so much for coming in tonight.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, we enjoyed it. Enjoyed it tremendously. Kathy, good night, dear.
Kathy can't hear you. She went down to make me something to eat.
I said good night. Anyway, tell her I said good night. Anyway, thanks for being here.
Tell her you said that.
And our buddy Johnny Fly up Pennsylvania in Schuylkill Haven, right?
Or Schuylkill will work. Either way.
Well, Schuylkill. What he said. These local people, they think they know it all. Anyway, Johnny, thank you for coming by and visiting. We appreciate it, brother.
Well, thank you for having me, and I hope that Keith and Kathy can hook up with me.
Yes.
See what happens in
That would be wonderful. Let us know if that happens. Let
I
us know.
will.
And for the rest of our family on YouTube, on Facebook, thank you so much for coming by and visiting. Thank you for being a part of this Blue Dot family, and thank you for being motivated to stay informed and stay involved in being the patriots that are going to save this country. I truly believe that is people like you that are going to step forward and be an example for others, and I can't be more proud. Anyway, I love you and all that other mushy shit. Y'all take care of yourself. Wednesday, I got some shit going on tomorrow. I'm going to try to squeeze my rant out. We will be back here Thursday for another Blue Dot family meeting, and I believe we are planning a special New Year's Eve live right up to the ball drops in New York, and maybe have some fun that way. And, bring in the new year together as Blue Dot family. Anyway, at any rate, thank you all for being here. Y'all say goodnight to everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Y'all take care of yourself and try to put a smile on your heart, baby.